Tesla CEO Elon Musk is back at causing uproars on Twitter. Recently, Musk tweeted about starting a new university in Texas known as the Texas Institute of Technology and Science. Or as Musk would call it, TITS. Is this another joke, or are we seeing a philanthropic move from the billionaire? Or was this acronym TITS just too good of a joke to pass up? Well, we've got all the answers in today's video. Make sure to stick till the end to hear all about why Musk has plans to build a university all of a sudden. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla, is no stranger to far-out ideas. His latest proposal to build a university, on the other hand, might be one of his most audacious ever. Musk recently took to Twitter to let the world know he was considering establishing a school called Texas Institute of Technology and Science, or TITS for short. "I'm thinking of starting new university, Texas Institute of Technology and Science," he said. In follow-up tweets, he went on to say that the school would have amazing merch and it would be universally admired. But as with so many things Musk does, don't rule out the possibility that he'll actually carry out the joke. Even if it is creating a school called, well, TITS. After all, we're talking about the guy who made a joke about selling flamethrowers, and then he went ahead and sold tens of thousands of them. He also often tweets memes about cryptocurrency, which causes the price of certain cryptos to rise when he mentions them. So Musk has been known to literally meme things into existence. And besides, it may be in Musk's best interest to establish a university in Texas that can serve as a pipeline for high-quality engineers and scientists to work for his increasingly Texas-centric businesses, which currently include plans to relocate Tesla's headquarters to the Lone Star State. Then again, this could also just be a classic tongue-in-cheek joke from Musk. Just don't be too surprised if TITS alumni end up working at SpaceX in the future. For those who don't know much about Elon Musk, he holds 2 bachelor's degrees himself, one in physics and the other in economics that he worked for as he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania before the turn of the millennium. Musk had also taken a position at Stanford University to pursue a PhD in material science. But he quit just after 2 days, before he joined the internet boom. The rest, as they say, is history. Given his educational background, it's not shocking to hear that someone like Elon Musk would be in favor of good education. Here's what unsuspecting Twitter user had to say. "Amazing idea, and I know we will see it coming soon. Technology is so important because we are literally evolving, and that is something needed to be understood. I think you should make a chain of schools for the youth as well to develop knowledge. We are in transition as needed." If you've been following Musk, you're aware that there's always more to a story than meets the eye. Musk stated only a year ago that college was for enjoyment, not for learning. Musk had previously stated at a conference that he saw college as a means of demonstrating discipline by completing annoying homework tasks before entering the business, according to The Guardian. Musk used names like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and even William Shakespeare to prove that smart guys don't go to college. Has the pandemic changed Musk's mind, or is Musk taking the philanthropic route? What do you think? Whatever the answer might be, it would be indeed pretty cool if the world's richest man decided to build out a large, new, lavishly endowed university. Don't you think so? It would be even better if it inspired his fellow tech billionaires to do the same. Obviously, this is going to make a certain kind of progressive who would prefer billionaires not exist cringe. But there are all sorts of very political, economic, social, and straightforward reasons why it would be healthy for the U.S. to add a new batch of top-tier institutions of higher education outside of the coasts. And in an era of limited government investment, our current class of plutocrats is in the best position of anyone to do it. First and foremost, it would be good for ambitious students, because the supply of seats at top schools hasn't really kept pace with American and international demand. The college admissions race has become a brutal sight to see. One solution is to simply increase the number of slots available at existing universities, but MIT and Harvard don't appear to want to significantly increase their class sizes, or add new schools, or remodel current ones with some monster-sized donations. So this seems like the next best practical option. Secondly, it would be good for academics, who suffer a severe oversaturated job market in higher education. Even in many of the sciences, such as physics and biology, while PhDs in STEM subjects can usually find jobs in the commercial sector if they are pushed out of the ivory tower, it would be wonderful to keep more of their talents focused on foundational research that isn't motivated by profit. Thirdly, it would be beneficial to the national economy. Since the mid-20th century, university-led research and federal money have been the twin cornerstones of American innovation, and at this stage, you still can't really have too much of either. R&D funding is just one of the best highest return investments a country can make, something Musk, who, for all of his flack, does lead two companies that do truly groundbreaking work, almost surely understands. If he wants to prove that he can better allocate capital than the federal government, then one good way to do it would be to plunk down more of his billions into our country's scientific infrastructure. Fourth, increasing the number of outstanding research institutes around the country would assist to reduce regional disparities. Because of the collapse of manufacturing and the rise of technology and finance, America's wealth has grown increasingly concentrated in a few metro areas, particularly on the coasts, which have become magnets for corporate investment and highly educated people. Building universities in other parts of the country could help spread the benefits of the innovation economy. Texas is clearly performing well in America's economic race, as evidenced by the prosperity of Dallas, Houston, and Austin. The Lone Star State is a large place, and areas of it could surely use the investment from its most famous new resident and booster, beyond the new Tesla headquarters. A generous philanthropist may now achieve a comparable result by making a large donation to an established university, for example, to expand its labs. However, billionaires have egos and enjoy creating new things that allow them to explore, and establishing new schools under their own names would be a good way to fulfill that ambition. It would surely be better than another billionaire slapping their name on a building at Yale or Harvard, which only further concentrates resources in the hands of a handful of institutions. Finally, it would be beneficial to American politics. America's educational and economic divisions have morphed into political divides, with wealthy urban areas voting blue and the rest of the country voting red. Building more institutions in conservative learning areas of the country, such as the Mountain West, might help ease some of that polarization by bringing more high-tech firms and experts into those areas. On Twitter, you'll occasionally see a trollish version of this argument, in which someone claims that the best way for Democrats to reclaim Senate seats in North Dakota or Montana in the future is to build a bunch of universities. But that's obviously a pretty unlikely result. Rather, in states that are already sliding toward an extreme type of revolutionary conservatism, you would probably just add a little bit of political diversity. Furthermore, if R&D at these universities aids in the development of local enterprises in fields such as renewables or electric vehicles, Republican politicians may be more inclined to support clean energy subsidies that will help us avoid frying the globe. So yes, it was most likely a shitpost. But then again, the Boring Company began as a joke before Musk decided to pursue it. Musk had a habit of blending serious undertakings with the humor of an 8th grade boy, as the New York Post points out. Tesla's Model S, 3, X, and Y automobiles will spell out sexy on the company's website, the article says. Even if he's just in it for the merch, he should give this idea some extra thought. What do you think about Elon Musk building TITS University? Do you think Musk was just trolling? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe with post notifications for more Elon Musk videos.